Right, guys, welcome to today's live stream. It is Scotland up against Fiji, and our very first game of this Autumn Nations series. So, a lot is riding on this game for Scotland. If they do lose, then they will drop even further down the world rankings. So, a massive game for Fiji today as well, because it gives them the opportunity to see where they're at, playing against one of the top teams in world rugby at the moment. So it is going to be a very interesting game, and really looking forward to see how this game is going to ride off. But hopefully it's going to be a really good game. I'm just going to quickly go through the team lineups for you real quickly, and starting with the Scotland team. Let me know in the comment section if you guys can hear me loud and clear. So starting off with the Scotland team, we are going to have a look at them. Piers Skuman, George Turner and Xander Fagerson in the front row, with Richie Gray, Grant Gilchrist in the lock combination, then Jamie Ritchie, Hamish Watson and Matt Fagerson in the loose trio. Then at halfback we've got Ali Price and Adam Hastings, as well as in the centre combination Chris Harris and Cameron Redpath, with the wingers Duan van der Merwe, Darcy Graham and Stuart Hawke completing this match 23 or starting 15 for Scotland. Then on the bench they've got Ewan Ashman, Rory Sutherland, Murphy Walker, Johnny Gray, Jack Dempsey, Ben White, Blair Kinghorn and Sione Tui Pelotto. A very formidable side this from Scotland. And if you look at the last couple of meetings, four games played and 4 games won for Scotland. So they will be looking to make it 5 out of 5 today. Then quickly going to go and have a look at the Fijian side, the Flying Fijians. You've got in the front row Ironi Maui, Samuel Matavesi, then Manasa Saulu, then also Mayana Vanu on the lock combination with Rotu Solia, then the loose trio combination of Tui Sui, Boscia and Mata, then at halfback combination Lomani and Botitu, then on the centre combination Ravovo and Nakalevu, with the back three being Bosi, Tuisuvu and Muri Valu. So a very good starting 15 here for Fiji as well, and really looking forward to this game between the two sides. Then on the bench we've got Inaka Navera, Natavi Tagi, then Ratanu Urava, as well as Kamikamika Matavalu. Then Tela will not be playing his part. He wasn't able to board the plane. So Vola comes into the side on the bench, and then Makwala on the number 23 jersey as well. Let me know in the comment section who of these players you guys know, and if any of these guys are going to be really dangerous throughout this game. We also got a poll on the channel at the moment. Let me know who you think is going to win this game and by how far. I've got Scotland for the option of 1 to 10, Scotland 11 to 20, and then Scotland 20 plus, and then also then we got a Fiji upset as well for you guys. So let me know what you guys think it's going to be today. I'm going to take a real quick break before this game starts, and we'll get ready for this one. Right, guys, so this is going to be a really good game, and as we're watching what's going on at the moment, just greetings throughout the First Lady, then just greeting all the Fijian players. Great moment then for them as well of Scotland. So as we get ready for the national anthems for this game again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think the result of this game is going to be. What I'll do is I will leave the Scotland side up for you on the site just to have a look through there quickly as we get ready for this game as well. So expecting a tough clash from Fiji in that first half, but overall I think that Scotland will come out victorious here today. Let me know what you guys think as well, and don't be shy to go and vote on the poll as well. It is going to be interesting to see how this one is going to turn out. So yeah, let me know as we build up to the game later on between the Springboks and Ireland a little bit later on as well. Should be very, very interesting as well to see how that game is going to pan out. We will see two very good sides, number 1 and number 3 in the world rankings, play against each other, as well as the Wales versus All Blacks game is going to be quite remarkable as well later on. So we're really looking forward to some really good clashes today. And it's been quite a good build-up for the week to leading up to this match as well. Done the previews, done the Rugby Challenge video for you guys. So it's all lining up to this clash here today. And just to let you guys know, I can't see any comments in the comment section at this stage. Hopefully that we can get that sorted a little bit later on. But for now, it's not possible to see that. But as the game go on, we'll probably sort that out. Also, let's have a look. Barry Green say, hey, what's up? So how's it going, Barry? So now I can see that 8 votes so far. The majority saying that Scotland will win by 1 to 10 points, and then the other one in second place, 20 points plus for Scotland, and then we've got a 25% for a Fiji upset as well here. So we should be in for a really good encounter between the two sides as well. Right, so one more time going through the Scotland team lineup before this game starts. At fullback, Stuart Hawke. On the wings, Darcy Graham and Duan van der Merwe. Then a midfield combination of Chris Harris and Cameron Redpath. A very different backline from what we saw last week with Stuart Hawke, Cameron Redpath and Chris Harris, as well as Adam Hastings coming in, who will be in the halfback combination with Ali Price today. So expecting some fireworks from Cameron Redpath today, as well as Duan van der Merwe and Ali Price. But don't forget the quality of Stuart Hawke as well. Then forwards-wise, Piers Skuman, George Turner and Xander Ferguson in the forwards. Then Richie Gray and Grant Gilchrist in the lock combination, with Jamie Ritchie, Hamish Watson and Matt Ferguson completing this loose trio for Scotland today. Obviously on the bench there's a couple of really good players there. Ewan Ashman comes in for the injured Dave Sherry. Then Rory Sutherland, Murphy Walker. Johnny Gray comes in for the injured Sam Skinner. Then also Jack Dempsey, Ben White, Blair Kinghorn and Sione Tuipulotu then for Scotland. Again, having a look at the Fijian side for this clash, we've got in the front row Roni Maui, Matavesi and Saulu in the front row. Then in the lock combination, Mayana Vanu and Rotu Solia. And then the loose trio, Tuhusu, Bosha and Mata completing that loose trio. And some quality players there in Mata and Bosha, as well as Matavesi and Maui as well. Then the halfback combination of Frank Lomani and Botitu, quality players there for them. And then in the midfield we've got Ravovo and Nakalevu, and then on the wings or the back three, Habossi, Tuisuvu and Murivalu. Then on the bench we've got the likes of Inaka Vera, Natawe, Tagi, Ratunya Rawa, Kamikamika, Matavalu, then Vola Vola, as well as Makwala. So quality all around there in this Fijian side as we having a look at the national anthems at the moment before this game gets underway, the first game of the weekend here on the channel as well, and really looking forward to see how this game will pan out. It is Scotland up against Fiji in a very highly anticipated game for the Pacific nations as well. We see such a strong side from Tonga and Samoa growing. They're playing Italy as well in the same time as this game has been played now. So we'll have to wait and see what the result for that game will be. But for now, it's Scotland up against Fiji. Still very quiet in the comment section. Not sure if there's any comments coming in, as I can't quite make out at the moment. So we are going to have a look here. Live chat, there we go. Still not able to see the full screen though. So we're just going to try and sort that out. Let's quickly have a look. There we go. So that's sorted now as well. N8 says, cheers, the Rugby Guru upset for Fiji today. And then Johannes Payne says, hi Guru, Fiji for upset with 5 points. So everybody's second favorite team here today, Fiji for sure. And really looking forward to this game. Let me know in the comment section if you guys can hear me loud and clear, whether the volume is fine and everything is going according to plan. We're currently busy with the Scottish national anthem as we await the start of this game. Should be a really good game here between the two sides. Still really looking forward to see Stuart Hawke return to the side, as well as to see what Duan van der Merwe can bring in, and Adam Hastings, as well as Hamish Watson and Richie. For me, quality players, world-class players that can really come up with some moments of magic in this Scottish side. Pity we can't have the volume up for the Scottish national anthem, as it's really one of the best national anthems out there. In fact, it's not really a national anthem, it's a rugby, or it's, yeah, how can I put this? Never mind. Done with the anthems, and it's going to be game on any second now between the two sides. Really looking forward to. I'm thinking personally, like I've said, I think Scotland will be way too strong for Fiji today. But my heart always wants them to really play well and come up with a really good game today. So obviously Fiji also have a haka that they will be performing now. So just before kickoff, we will be watching the Fijian haka here on the channel. Well, we're not showing it, but at least you guys are going to have some nice commentary throughout this game. Right, so I'm expecting the first half to be really tight, and going by the past games between them, there's been games that's been really close between the two sides, and I'm expecting this one to be close up until halftime. With the last 30 minutes or so, I do believe that Scotland will run away with this game and rack up a big win. Danny says, video please. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to show any footage on the channel, Daniel, so the commentary will have to do, unfortunately. Right, so the haka is done and we're about to get this game underway. Again, the Scotland starting line of Skuman, Turner, Ferguson, Gray, Gilchrist, Richie, Watson and Matt Ferguson in the forwards, as they're showing it on the screen at the moment. And then the back line, Ali Price, Adam Hastings, Cameron Redpath, Chris Harris, Darcy Graham, Duan van der Merwe and Stuart Hawke to complete the Scotland lineup. Really looking forward to this one, as we're quickly going to go through the Fiji's lineup again. So Maui, Matavesi and Sahulu, Manyanavanu, Rotu Solia, Tuasui, Mata and Bosha in the forwards for Fiji. And in the back line showing up now, Lamani, Potitu, Ravovo, Nakalevu, and in the back three, Habossi, Tuisuvu and Murivalu. Quality side, and definitely one that could cause problems for Scotland today. The benches, just to see who's come in. So Teti Tela does show up on the bench, but I heard that he didn't make it to the side, so we'll have to wait and see whether it actually is Teti Tela who will be playing for Fiji today. So We're about to get this game underway, ladies and gentlemen, and it should be a really good game. As always, feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. Have a chat with your fellow members or fellow watchers on the channel, and we get ready for a really good game here between Scotland and Fiji for the first game on the channel of, well, in fact, there's 5 games in total with this one, then the All Blacks Wales game, the South African Island, the France versus Australia game, and then on Sunday it will be England against Argentina. So let's get this game underway, guys. It's Scotland up against Fiji, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Tosso Vida, Tosso for Fiji, and that means go Fiji go. As we get this game underway, it is Stuart Hawk to kick this game off for us, and here we go. It's taken in by Fiji early on inside their own 22 now. Lomani is waiting for it right on the about 10 meters up from the left-hand touchline for them, and out driven up by the forwards. Just setting it up right on the 22-meter line here. Frank Lomani waiting for it, goes with the box kick over the top, and the chase now coming from Abossi. Abossi not going to get to Darcy Graham, who takes it on the 10-meter line now. Ali Price in possession, gets it out to George Turner. It's Grant Gilchrist to Piers Skuman right on the 10-meter line here. Penalty advantage to Scotland. Hands in the ruck, quickly taken by Ali Price. Penalty advantage now, George Turner. George Turner is going to run this up to the 22-meter line, right in the middle of the field. Now Price again. Back it comes to Hastings on a loop around. It's Red Bath to Duan, but it goes over the top into touch. And it will be coming back for the penalty to Scotland early on in this one. So about a minute to, and a yellow card is coming almost immediately here for Fiji. Or is it? Yeah, so just a minute of play in this game and already a yellow card to Fiji, which I think is very strict from the referee today. Rotu Solia gets the yellow card here for Fiji. And Adam Hastings is going to kick this to the corner and not going to go for goal, it seems. Let's just have a look what the referee have to say here. Yeah, so they are going to go for touch. Here's Adam Hastings. Adam Hastings to the corner they go. And that one is going to find touch round about 10-15 meters out from the try line. So good start here for Scotland. And a very harsh yellow card after just a minute of play to Fiji. Roto Solia, who gets the yellow card. George Turner finds Richie Gray, and here comes the driving maul now from Scotland off the back. George Turner. It's about 10 meters out from the try line, moving to the middle of the field. There's Scotland now. Price. Price gets it out to Grant Gilchrist. Still setting it up in the middle of the field now. Price again. Adam Hastings out to Stuart Hawk. Now Darcy Graham, twinkle toes. Runs around one, but throws the ball loose into the hands of one of the Fijian players. But it's been knocked on, and it will be a scrum down to Scotland. About 5 meters from the try line. 5 meters from the right-hand touch line. Yeah, Darcy Graham trying to run around this defender there, but unable to get past Abossi, who defended really well there. So scrum down to Scotland here after just 3 minutes of play, 5 meters out from Fiji's try line. It will be interesting to see how this first scrum of the game will go. Front row forwards in Maui, Matavesi and Sahulu up against Skuman, Turner and Ferguson, and remembering that Fiji now without their one lock, who's in the bin at the moment. So 3.5 minutes gone in this game. Scrum down to Scotland, 5 meters out from the try line, 5 meters out from the right hand touch line. In fact, it is going to be a Fiji scrum down, says the referee. So Lomani then to feed this in for Fiji. Solid scrum from them with a man short now. Mata picks it up off the back. Now gets it out to Nakalevu, about 10 meters out from their own try line. Lomani is waiting for this ball to clear. Gets it out to the forwards now. It's taken up by Sahulu. Still about 10 meters out from their own try line is Fiji. Right in the middle of the field now, Lomani gets it out to Botitu, who's going to put it on the boot and finds touch roundabout on the 22-meter line. It's actually Muri Valu who kicked that ball downfield. So line out just inside Fiji's half here, and a throw in for George Turner. 4.5 minutes played in this game. George Turner with the throw in then. Goes to the back this time to Grant Gilchrist, and here comes the driving maul from Scotland now. Good setup here from them. It's now starting to go sideways, but a penalty advantage as Ali Price brings it out. Adam Hastings on a loop around. Gets it out now to Stuart Hawke. Cuts back inside. Beats two defenders, but held up just short of the 22 now. Darcy Graham manhandled there by Bosher. Now Price again. Back it comes again now. On a loop around. Duan van der Merwe. Duan van der Merwe puts a little kick in, but it's taken well by Fiji. So we're coming back for the penalty for the sack of the maul. And this 5 meters inside the 22, about 15 meters out from the rod and touchline here for Scotland. As Adam Hastings put this to the corner. And this time 5 meters out from the try line. It's a line out to Scotland. So a chance now again for Scotland to put some points on the board. And definitely letting slip with the first attempt there. But now here's another opportunity. George Turner with the throw into this line out. Goes to Grant Gilchrist again. Sets up the maul 5 meters out from the try line. Controlled by George Turner at the back here. Starting to move forward. This is looking good for Scotland. Scotland just 2 meters out now. Still driving it. Cuts off the back and over the try line he goes. And there's the first try of the game. It is going to go to George Turner, the hooker of Scotland. And they get the first try of this game. Good start from Scotland. Exactly the start that they would have wanted. 6.5 minutes into this first half. Remember that Fiji do have a yellow card. Still 5 minutes left on that yellow card. Sparrow Maravillas says the OJ subscriber is back. How's it going, Sparrow? Hope you're doing well, man. Right, so Scotland leading 5 points to 0 after about 7 minutes of play in this game. And Fiji still with man in the bin for the next 4.5 minutes. Ratu Solia getting a yellow card for playing Ali Price from the quick tap, saying it's a professional foul, and paying the price with a yellow card. Very harsh decision after just a minute of play. Adam Hastings with a conversion attempt, and he struck it beautifully. So it will be 7 points to 0 to Scotland here after about 7.5 minutes of play. Sparrow says, yeah, I'm good, excited for a great day of rugby. How are you doing? I'm doing really well, thanks, Sparrow. It's been a busy week and leading up to this Autumn Nations Test Series weekend, and really looking forward to some really good rugby over the weekend. So, yeah, it's a packed day of rugby all around. So 7 points to 0, and it's going to be Botitu to restart this one then for Fiji. A massively deep kick in, taken by Adam Hastings 5 meters from his own try line, puts it into touch and finds touch here between the 10 and the 22 meter line inside his own half. 7 points to 0 after 8 minutes of play, and Scotland looking very good. Vern Cotter, the head coach of Fiji, a very good coach to have for this Fijian side as well. Matavesi now will throw this one in for Fiji between the 10 and the 22 meter line of Scotland. It's an opportunity for Fiji. To the back they go, and it's been overthrown but picked up well there by Ravovo, the inside centre. Now Lomani, no, the pass going to absolutely nobody, picked up by Matavesi on the 10 meter line in the middle of the field. Penalty advantage coming for Fiji though, as they take it up through Mata. Mata up over the 10 meter line. Now Lomani again. Sahulu takes it up. Nowhere to go for him, as a quick take from quick snipe there from Lomani. Looking for a bit of space, not going to get in. Matavesi now. Out wide they go. It's Bosho takes it up. Between the 10 and the 22 meter line now. Another pick up and go this time from Muri Valu. But the referee's going to call them back for a penalty in the middle of the field here. Between the 10 and the 22. And a very kickable kick here for them. Offside by Scotland. So what will they decide to do here, Fiji? 3 points on offer. They will take the 3 points. So let's just have a look here. Who is going to kick this one at goal? It's an opportunity for them to get their first points on the board. And, in fact, did they call for it? Or, yeah, they are going to have a shot at goal here. And it's going to be Tui Suvu to have the shot at goal here for them. The right winger of Fiji. Tui Suvu to have a shot at goal here for them. Right in the middle of the field, between the 10 and the 22 meter line of Scotland. A chance now for Fiji to get their first points on the board. After about 10.5 minutes of play in this game. It is Tui Suvu to have a crack here for Fiji. Right in front, in the middle of the field, and just outside the 22. He's pulled it to the left of the post almost immediately here, and the scoreboard is going to stay the same here. It's not what Fiji would have wanted, and after that hard work, getting no points out of this one is a little bit disappointing for them. Right, so a 22 meter dropout coming up for Scotland now. And it will be Adam Hastings to restart proceedings for them. In fact, it's going to be Stuart Hawke to get this kick in for them. It's a deep kick in from Scotland, taken here by Mata. It's actually a strong run here from them. And it's a beautiful little dart there from Tuisui. Now gets it out to Mayanavanu. Advantage again to Fiji as Frank Lomani waiting for this ball to come out. Nakalevu pinned down there very quickly by Jamie Ritchie. And another chance now maybe to have a shot at goal here for Fiji. But with the way that Tuisuvu kicked that ball, I would highly recommend going for touch instead. Jeff Corio says, Fiji, let's go. So Muri Valu instead going to kick this to the corner here for Fiji. And let's see where they're going to find touch. It's right about on the 22 meter line. So not a great kick then from him. But what a great run there from Tui Sui. And let's have a look what they can do from this line out. Opportunity for Fiji from just outside the 22. Line out taken by Maya Navanu. Off the back cuts Matavesi. 5 meters out from the 22 now. Fiji moving towards the middle of the field. Frank Lomani with a little pop pass there to Nakalevu. Slow ball coming now for them as they work it through the forwards. It's taken up by Rotu Solio, who's back on the field for them after the 10 minutes in the bin early on. Now another pick up and go this run from Sahulu. Now Frank Lomani out wide they go. Here's a chance, an early opportunity as Tuisuvu gets over in the corner here. And a brilliant try from Fiji as they get their first try of this game. A brilliant try from them. I think the referee will go upstairs to have a look though. And before this try is going to be awarded, we're going to have to go upstairs to have a look here. Oh, in fact, the try's been awarded. So 7 points to 5 it is here. And what a try from Tuisuvu. Brilliant try in the corner. Some great hands from them. And that last pass to Tuisuvu, a beauty. And he had a lot of work to do. Took on Stuart Hawke, but got into the corner. A brilliant try there from Tuisuvu. Brilliant stuff from them early on. And 7 points to 5 here with the conversion to come. Tuisuvu, maybe a good try scorer, but struggled with his kicking early on. Now a kick from the right hand touch line here for Fiji to try and level up the scoreboard here. Will they be able to level things up? 7 points to 5 at the moment. Massive kick coming up for Fiji. An important one as well. He's going to strike this, and a terrible kick again from him. Just not a good goal kicker is Tuisuvu. And one have to ask, even is there not a better kicker in the side? Because it's now 5 points dropped, a penalty and a conversion. So 7 points to 5, Scotland lead here after about 15 minutes of play in this game. N8 says, let's go Fiji. The restart then taken here by Fiji just inside their own 22, but now it's gone over the 22. A pick up and go here from them, and about 5 meters out from their own 22, 5 meters from the left hand touchline for them, as it's taken up there by Maya Navanu, the lock forward of Fiji. Lomani waiting for it. Looks like it's going to go with a box kick over the top here for them. Goes high up into the air. Not a great kick from Lomani. And the bounce, or the ball has been slapped back by Fiji. A little knock on from Scotland. And here comes the counter attack from Fiji. It's Bosha out to Tuisuvu again, who cuts back inside, nearly up to the 10-meter line. Now Frank Lomani waiting for it. Comes out to the big prop forward again. This time it's taken up by Maui. Now through the back it goes to Botitu. Puts it high up into the air. The chase coming, and a good take from Darcy Graham, but a brilliant tackle from Abosi, putting the pressure on Scotland, and this is a good counter ruck. But somehow Scotland has managed to get it back just outside their own 22 now. Ferguson takes it up. That's Matt Ferguson. Now Ali Price, Jamie Ritchie spins out of 2 tackles, almost up to the 10-meter line of Scotland now. Ali Price, back it comes now. A beautiful little run from Darcy Graham. Darcy Graham up to the 10-meter line of Fiji. He's brought down towards the middle now. Piers Skuman on a loop around Adam Hastings with a little kick ahead. Looking for space, but he's going to find Botitu, who's going to put it on the boot and kicks it into touch. Roundabout on the, between the 10 and the halfway line inside Fiji's half. A good clearance kick there from Botitu. And unnecessary kick away from Adam Hastings. But it's looking good so far. Good break from Darcy Graham. And here they come again now. Adam Hastings flat pass to Matt Ferguson. Sets it up just up over halfway now for Scotland. Price again. Back it comes now. Turner to Duan van der Merwe. Hammered in the tackle by one of the Fijian players. Right on the halfway line now, it's Xander Ferguson. Just up over halfway now. Penalty advantage coming for Scotland, not rolling away. It's taken up by Richie Gray between the 10 and the halfway line. Now a little kick over the top from Ali Price, but straight into the hands of Muri Murivalu. And the referee's going to call him back for a penalty. Monster tackle on Duan van der Merwe there. He definitely felt that one. And now a chance for Scotland to find a touch again. Really good play here from him. It was a tackle made by, let's just have a look here. Oh, it's Abosi who made the massive tackle on him. And now kick to the corner. Finding touch round about 5 meters inside the 22 of Fiji now. Scotland with the opportunity. We've almost played about a quarter of this first half. And George Turner now to throw this one in. N8 says, running isn't a good idea, my guy. Then Fijians to blow. Right, here comes Turner now off the back. The driving more from Scotland once more. And it's the one area where they would feel comfortable to beat Fiji today. But a great counter more from them, and they've turned this over. Mata has done brilliantly for Fiji now. Mata Vesi at scrum half, the hooker. Playing scrum half here for Fiji now. Gets it out to to Rotusulia. Frank Lomani now waiting for it. Gets it back to Potito, who's going to put it on the boot again. And this time straight down the middle of the field into the hands of Stuart Hawk up over the halfway line. Good tackle from Nakalevu on Stuart Hawk. And quickly up over that ball is Fiji. But Price gets it out eventually. Here they come now. Grant Gilchrist sets it up. Now Price again. Back to Hastings. George Turner running racket over up to the 10-meter line. He goes. Oh, and what does the referee says there? So going to come back for another penalty here to Scotland. Roundabout on the 10-meter line of Fiji. Oh no, in fact, it's going to be a penalty to Fiji on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Matt Ferguson penalised there. Or Chris Harris, sorry. N8 says fast. So it's some really good play we've seen in this opening 20 minutes of this game. 7 points to 5. Scotland leading Fiji at the moment. The kick downfield, not gonna find touch, and into the hands of Stuart Hawk to kick it downfield, and he sends it down with interest. Quick throw in from Fiji though on the 22-meter line. It is Frank Lomani with a kick downfield, not gonna find touch, chases after his own kick. Stuart Hawk now out to Adam Hastings on the 10-meter line, going for the 50-22 kick, but straight into the hands of Frank Lomani again, who's gonna send it back with interest once more. One bounce into the hands of Stuart Hawk inside the 22 now. Puts it on the boot. And he's going to find touch round about just outside the 22. Quickly thrown in by Fiji now. Fiji's going to have a run here. It is taken up beautifully by Ravovo up to the 10-meter line. Now brought down, penalty advantage here for Fiji. Now it's taken up by Mata. Between the halfway and the 10-meter line now. A new penalty advantage now as it's taken up by Maui. Almost up to the halfway line for Fiji. Lomani again, Potito going with a little chip kick over the top. The bounce of the ball and a little knock on from Fiji though. And we will come back for the penalty roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line. Wow, interesting play so far here. As the referee has stopped the clock here, as he just wants to have a word with Jamie Ritchie regarding the amount of penalties being given away so far. So a chance now for Fiji again. They have to kick this to the corner. The goal kicking not up to scratch at the moment from them. One penalty missed as well as one conversion. So they are going to kick this then to the corner. And Potito is going to find touch this time round about 5 meters inside the 22 of Scotland. Looking really good for them at the moment. Definitely giving a fight as this Fijian side at the moment. As Matavesi to throw this one in. Finds his jumper, Rotasulia. Now they're going to take it on. It's Abosi. Abosi up over the 22. He goes right in the middle of the field now. Quick ball needed for them though. As Xander Ferguson tackles Frank Lomani. Here they come now. It's taken up by Mata. Mata now 15 meters out. Penalty advantage here. It's going to be Bosha. Bosha 5 meters from the try line now. Murivalo gets the flat pass out to Ratasulio. Now it's Frank Lomani, another pick up and go nearly over the try line there from Bosha. Just a meter short is Fiji now. Penalty advantage still there for Fiji. Another pick up and go over the try line they go, and that is a try to Fiji. Fiji into the lead here. And let's see who's going to claim this try. I think it is, let's have a look there. I think it's the loose head prop there. Sahulu, or no, it's Maui who gets the try, it seems. Can't quite make out the number there at the moment, but it's either the loose head prop or the number 6 flanker Tuusu who got the try there for Fiji. Great stuff there from them, and it's 10 points to 7. N8 says, let's go Fiji, let's go Rugby Guru. So let's just have another look who scored that try. Can't see the number though. And we'll have to wait again to see the number there. But either way, it's 10 points to 7. Fiji leading Scotland with the conversion to come. David Parry says, morning Guru, thanks for the webcast. Called in Canada, would rather be in Belito listening. Let's go Fiji, box by 12 today. Wow, massive scoreline. So Butitu will have this kick at goal, and a much better strike from him as he puts them into a 12 points to 7 lead. And a much better kick from the left hand corner gets Fiji 12 points to 7 into the lead in this game. 24 and a half minutes played in this first half. Great stuff from Fiji. And I think Scotland currently caught napping. Will we see a massive upset here today with Fiji maybe trying over Scotland today? The restart then from Scotland, taken in by Mata, who takes it up over the 22-meter line inside Fiji's half. Now Lomani gets it out to Rotusolia, who takes it up now. Lomani again, out it comes. Now they're going to run this from their own 22. It's Bosha. Bosha still going. Bosha gets the pass out to Tuisova up over the halfway line. Now he's brought down about 5 meters from the right hand touchline. Quick ball again now. Rotusolia takes it up. Now Frank Lomani. Bosha again. Bosha quick hands out to Ravovo. Up to the 10-meter line they go. Now it's Matavesi on the loop around Botitu. Now Murivalo, long cut out pass here. It's Mata. Mata up over the 10, gets it out to Abosi. Abosi up over the 22-meter line, and he's still going. Not held in the tackle. 5 meters out from the try line now. Here's Fiji. Just a quick ball needed now for Fiji. 5 meters from the try line. Another pick up and go from them as Matavesi looks to pick up and go here for Fiji. Pick up and go from him. Support by Mata. Here they come now. Potitu. Long cut out pass again. Nakalevu out to Bosha. It is Ravovo. Still 5 meters out from the try line though. Here's Fiji, and they're going to need a scrum half now. Murivalu at scrum half. The pass, a sloppy one, and it's going to be picked up by Grant Gilchrist though. And Scotland has survived this onslaught. Now they're going to come with a counter of their own. It's George Turner inside his own 22. Gets it out to Cameron Redpath. Redpath up to the 22-meter line. He goes. Now Ali Price waiting. Gets it out now to Matt Ferguson. Brought down by Frank Lomani though. Now Price again. Back it comes Jamie Ritchie. Caught inside his own 22. Tackled by Rotosolia. Massive tackle on him. Driving him backwards to about 10 meters out from their own try line. Ali Price just slowing things down a little bit and looking to go for the box kick over the top, which he does. And that one not going to find touch and into the hands of... it's been knocked backwards again by Fiji, but luckily they've managed to pick it up here as it's Maui who picks it up. Now it comes Potitu with a little kick over the top. One bounce here. It goes past Adam Hastings. And the ball is rolling in his dead ball area. He will have to kick this away. And not going to find touch as well. Into the hands now of Potitu. Potitu is going to counter attack here. Gets it out to Nakalevu, but into touch. The pass not a good one from Potitu to Nakalevu. But what a passage of play there from Fiji as well as from Scotland. 28 minutes played in this first half. Brilliant stuff from both sides as the referee has stopped the clock there for an injury. So number 23 then coming on, Makwala. Let's just see who he is going to replace here. Not quite sure. There was a player down injured for Fiji in back play, so not quite sure who's going to leave the field. But Makwala will be coming on. But what a run from Bosha. And what a pass to Tuisova up over the halfway line. Brilliant stuff. Fiji, their own worst enemy if they're going to lose this one. Discipline has let them down in the past. Will they be able to keep their discipline the way they are at the moment, because if they're going to keep playing like they are at the moment, we are going to see an upset here today. Some great running from Obosi, the left winger of Fiji. I think playing his straight in New Zealand for the Highlanders. Being utilised as a flanker slash winger for the Highlanders. So still 12 minutes to play in this first half, and at the moment it's all Fiji. Fiji doing some great work, as time will be back on the clock any time now. Still not sure who got taken off here by Fiji, but we'll find out in a bit. But Makwala is on the field for them. Possession going to Fiji with 59% of possession. And let's see if we can see the territory stats as well. But it's been really, really good so far from them. N8 says true at the Rugby Guru, discipline. Absolutely the sole thing standing in Fiji's way at the moment. Right, time back on, and the scrum fed in by Scotland now. Looking to control this ball at the back. It is going to be a penalty to Fiji there. Illegal scrummaging by Scotland, and Fiji wins the penalty at scrum time. Brilliant stuff from Fiji at the moment, with 12 minutes to play in this first half. So that penalty between the 22 and the 10 meter line. Do they kick this to the corner again? Xander Ferguson got penalised there. So Botitu will now put this to the corner. Let's see where he's going to find touch. Oh, that is a really good kick. So also Scotland have a man in the bin here. It's Stuart Hawke in the sin bin for Scotland. Interesting, didn't see the yellow card there, but Stuart Hawke in the bin for Scotland. Matavesi to throw this one in now for Fiji, 5 meters from the Scottish try line, and they're looking pretty damn good at the moment. The throw in on, it's maybe snatched here by Scotland. Will it come back for Fiji? Yes, it will though. So Lomani just waiting for this ball to come out. 10 meters up, and the referee's going to blow on his whistle. He's going to award the scrum to Fiji there, as it was Scotland who stole the line out but couldn't get the ball out from there. So with 11 minutes to play in this first half, it's 12 points to Fiji, 7 to Scotland at the moment. N8 says, this referee Nick Berry is not taking any nonsense from no one today. So an early yellow card then for Fiji to Rotasolia, and now one to Stuart Hawke. I think it's World Rugby that told the referees that they must speed up the game throughout this Autumn Nations Test Series. So we will see plenty of that during the play, surely, if the discipline doesn't hold up. Frank Lomani now with the feed to the scrum. It's a big scrum from Fiji, and starting to move forward at scrum. Now Frank Lomani waiting for it. Can he get it out? He's going to go the blind side, throws a little dummy, goes himself. He's just 2 meters out from the try line. And then a penalty. Oh, is this going to be a penalty try from the referee? No, just a penalty. So offside from Scotland. I nearly thought that he was going to go under the sticks there as he was heading that way. But it's another penalty to Fiji, and they're going to go for the scrum again here. So great stuff then from Fiji at the moment, with 9 minutes to play in this first half. We've seen some really good work from them, and the referee going to stop the clock again for an injury real quickly, as it's been a massive first half, as it's George Turner, and I'm sure that the Scottish are feeling the full force of the Flying Fijians today. Some big hard tackles coming in, and some great running from them. Really taking a few names today is this Fijian side. N8 says, ah damn, no penalty try. Yes, so it looked like for a minute, or for a just split second, that he was going to go and run under the sticks there. But either way, replacement coming on, Ewan Ashman coming on for George Turner, so he will play no further part in this game. He's looked solid in that first 30 minutes as George Turner, but Ewan Ashman will now have to do the job here for them. So time back on then, and we will have a scrum down to Fiji, 5 meters out from the Scottish try line, and a chance now for them to go even further into the lead here. Again, I think the way it has been played so far this game, I do believe that Fiji can upset Scotland today. They just need to keep their discipline and their defensive lines right. Frank Lomani to feed this one in for Fiji. They need the bind has been slipped by Scotland on the side of Xander Ferguson, and is having a really hard time up against Maui today. Maui outplaying Xander Ferguson in that scrum battle, and it's very strange to see that British and Irish line going down to Maui. N8 says possession and territories looking good for Fiji. Absolutely, they had something around 60% possession, and I think even more territory. They didn't show the percentage, but I could guess it at around 65 to 70% of the possession in the last 20 minutes or so. Frank Lomani off the back now, looking for Mata. Will Mata pick this one up? No, they're going to go to that side. It's going to be it's going to be Ravovo, just 5 meters out from the try line, right under the sticks here is this Fijian side. It's picked up by Nakalevu, just a support needed, but a little knock on there from Fiji, and it will be a scrum down to Scotland. So hats off to the Scottish defence there, just playing some vital stuff. So it seems like Stuart Hogg is on his way back onto the field here. So he might have gotten that yellow card quite a while ago, and I just didn't pick it up. So it will be a scrum down then to Scotland, 5 meters out from their own try line here. It's been a massive first half, this one for Fiji, and playing some really good rugby. Scrum down just about 5 meters from the posts here towards the middle of the field for Scotland, 5 meters out from their own try line. Will we see another scrum penalty come for Fiji here? Now, free kick to Scotland. Just a little bit too eager with the push there is Fiji. And it comes down to discipline, because an easy get out of jail card there for Scotland, as Adam Hastings will look to clear this one for them. And he will find touch between the 22 and the 10 meter line. It will be a Fijian throw in here, and a chance for Matavesi and his forwards to really get grinding here. Good opportunity still with 6 minutes to play in this first half. Another try for Fiji will set it up beautifully, but it's been overthrown now, and Ewan Ashman takes it in, gets it out now. Richie out wide to Red Path, who takes it up between the 10 and the 22 inside Scottish territory. Richie again moving towards the left hand side of the field now. Ali Price waiting for it to come out. It's looked like he's going to go with the box kick over the top yet again. And here comes the chase from Duan van der Merwe. It's not a good kick, and it's beautifully taken by Fiji now. Muri Valu. Muri Valu sets it up on the halfway line, right in the middle of the field. Now Lomani gets it out again. Here's Botitu. Cuts back inside to Bosha. Bosha sets it up right on the halfway line. Now Lomani again. Botitu cuts back inside to Mata. Mata up over the halfway line between the 10 and the halfway line. Now Lomani again, Botitu now. Out it comes now to Hobosi. Hobosi sets it up. It's a Ravovo, in fact, on the halfway line. Now comes back to Botitu again. Puts it high up into the air. The chase coming from Hobosi. Well taken by Stuart Hogg. The tackle from Hobosi is good. Now it's Darcy Crane. Twinkle toes again, but held up beautifully in a tackle by Mata. Now it's Ali Price from between the 10 and the 22 meter line inside Scotland's half here. Still 5 minutes to play in this first half. Ali Price going with the box kick over the top once more. Chase coming from Hamish Watson and Darcy Graham, but it's well taken by Muri Valu just up over the halfway line. And that ball stolen by Scotland on the ground now. Here's a good counter-attack opportunity. It's Stuart Hawke out to Duan van der Merwe. Duan van der Merwe up to the 22. He goes. Brilliant tackle from, let's just see who that was. It was from Tu Sui, who made an absolute brilliant tackle on Duan van der Merwe to bundle him into touch. 5 meters inside the 22 of Fiji. 4 minutes to play in this first half. And a great turnover on the ground and a good counter-attack from Scotland. But what an effort from Tuisui to make that massive tackle on Duan van der Merwe. Brilliant stuff. You couldn't have asked for a better tackle from the number 6 flanker of Fiji. Brilliant stuff from them. 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Matavesi with a throw-in. It's short and it's Maui who takes it in, but they shouldn't have done that because now they've lost this line out and bundled into touch. It's going to be a Scotland line out about 5 meters inside the 22 of Fiji, and not what they wanted. Makwala, still not sure who he's replaced. I think it's almost Nakalevu who has left the field because I haven't seen him again for a while now. Ewan Ashman then with the throw into this line out. Yats Makwala on for Muri Valu. So off the back now, here they come is Scotland, and it's Ewan Ashman making his way about 10 meters out from the try line to about 10 meters from the left hand touchline. Jamie Ritchie now. Ali Price waiting for it. Back it comes to Xander Ferguson. Quick ball again. This time to Mac Ferguson. Still, they come penalty advantage now. Piers Skuman straightening it up for them. Ali Price. Back it comes to Xander Ferguson again. About 7 meters out in the middle of the field. Price, Redpath. It's Hamish Watson. And Darcy Graham leaves that ball behind. And a massive tackle again on him from Nakalevu. But the referee's going to call him back for a penalty right under the sticks with 2 minutes to play in this first half. And Darcy Graham have stayed down after that tackle from Nakalevu. Time is gone as off on the clock here as Darcy Graham will be receiving some attention. But what a tackle on him. Brilliant stuff again. Nakalevu, massive tackle around the middle of the waist. And he's definitely felt that one. So he's back on his feet then, and time is back on the clock. Or not. No, he's not back on his feet. So just waiting for play to resume then. It is going to be a penalty to Scotland right in front. 37 passes by Scotland, 43 by Fiji. And let's just, that's about it. So what are they going to have a look? No, time is back on, so here we go. Very little time left in this first half, as Scotland has opted to go for the scrum here right under the sticks, about 10 meters out from the Fijian try line. And a good opportunity now. Nice try saving by Albert Tuusu, I would say. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but hopefully I am. Right, so scrum down Ali Price to feed this one in for them. About a minute and a half left in this first half. Price feeds it in, and here they come. Strong scrum from them, penalty advantage again. Now Ali Price on the back gets it out. Adam Hastings cuts back inside, and there's nobody there to tackle him. It's try under the post for Adam Hastings. So Scotland will be going into halftime into the lead here, and this conversion will be right in front for them as well. So poor defense there from Fiji, right on their own try line. Pienaar van Wyk says, this guy have a good voice. Thanks, Pienaar van Wyk. And then All good, my bro. Awesome work, says N8. And Pinot says, I love my South African rugby lovers. So try under the sticks then for Scotland. And they will go into the lead here at halftime for sure. Well done, Scotland, says N8. So with the conversion still to come and about 30 seconds left on the clock for this first half, let's just have a look quickly. Yeah, he is still going to attempt this one. Are you going to try and play down the clock here to have no more time left on in this first half? Adam Hastings to try and convert his own try here right in front. Shouldn't be a problem. And Scotland will go into the lead at halftime as they play down the clock here. And 14 points to 12 it is here at halftime. A well-deserved halftime lead here for them. As we go into the break here. Scotland 14, Fiji 12. I'm going to take a quick break here, guys. But when we do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game. Bernard van Wyk says, forget about this guy's stream. Happy to find it again. I hear ice shaking in that glass. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go to halftime. And we will be back real shortly with the second half. Right, guys, we are back for the second half of this game, and what a first half it's been between the two sides. Scotland 14, Fiji 12, and I must say, this Fijian side is looking the real deal at the moment, playing some really good rugby as well at the moment, and doing some great work with it along the way. Um, we have seen some really good rugby between the two sides. So I just want to go and have a look at the poll currently. Got about 39 votes, with Fiji having the upset with 38% at the moment, and then 33% says Scotland will win by 11 to 20 points, while 15% says 1 to 10 points for Scotland. And then, yeah, that's about it from the poll as well. Just having a look at some of the other stuff that has happened. 2 tries apiece in that first half. 3 handling errors from Scotland, 2 from Fiji, and then turnovers conceded 1 apiece. So it's been a really good battle between the two sides, a very even contest between the two sides as well. And at this stage, we can't really say who's going to win this game between the two sides, but definitely has been a really good game, and looking forward to a great second half between the two teams as well. I did, like I said in the preview, I did expect Fiji to be there at halftime, give them a go up until halftime, but I do feel that Scotland will start to pull away with about 30 minutes left to play. But let's hope I'm wrong on this occasion. I'm loving the way Fiji are playing at the moment. Their discipline has been really good, and they've been running Scotland to the ground, really. And Scotland very happy, or very lucky, to actually be leading by half time at 14 points to 12. They were trailing 12 points to 7 up until that last minute of the first half, but just a great moment from Adam Hastings, and some weak defense from Fiji gave him the try under the sticks. So yeah, 14 points to 12 at half time. It is what it is. We've seen some really good performances from especially the 2 wingers of Fiji, Tui Suvu as well as Abosi, has played some amazing rugby for them, while Ravova has looked pretty good as well. Murivalo has come into his zone as well. The likes of Frank Lamani and Mata doing really well. Tui Sui has made some great try-saving tackles throughout that first half. Maya Navanu along with Rotosolia has been good. Obviously, a yellow card to both teams in that first half, with Rotosolia getting 1, as well as Stuart Hawke for Scotland. So it's been full of action so far, and we're really looking forward to this second half, which will start in a couple of minutes' time. But hats off to this Fijian side. If you look at some of the key players from Scotland, Stuart Hawke has been solid at the back. Darcy Graham and Duan van der Merwe both had some really good opportunities, but the defense from Fiji has been brilliant on all those occasions, taking them down quite easily. Redpath and Harris has been quiet today in the midfield, while Ali Price and Adam Hastings are trying valiantly to keep Scotland in this game. Matt Fagerson has had a good game, while Hamish Watson and Jamie Ritchie has been doing solid donkey work today. Grant Gilchrist and Richie Gray has been solid. Xander Fagerson, on the other hand, has had a really poor game, being dominated by Matt Maui, the lucid prop of Fiji at the moment. So, very unusual. George Turner having to leave the field in that first half, as well as Murivalu. They've been replaced respectively by Adam Ashman as well as Makwala for Fiji. So Piers Skuman has been solid, but apart from that, it's been a very tightly contested game where I think Fiji has been the better side. Unfortunately, not on the scoreboard. I think just that inability to kick their conversions have basically robbed them from a really good first half. They could have been all square, regardless of the penalty that he missed, because they did score a try just after that. So, given all, it should actually have been 14 all at the end of this first half. But if you have to go and look at it that way, then Scotland should have won Australia last week if they got that last kick over anyway. So can't look at what should have been or what ifs. It is the game in front of us at the moment, and it is Scotland leading by 14 points to 12 at the moment. So we're just waiting for that second half to start anytime now. Right, so the players are back on the field, and we are going to get the second half underway then, with Fiji kicking off from left to right on the screen as well. So yeah, let's get into the second half, guys, and good luck to both sides. I'm going to say again, Tosa Vida Toso, which hopefully means go Fiji go, and I got it spot on. So looking forward to a good second half here between Scotland and Fiji. Do believe that Scotland will run away with us in the second half, but we'll have to wait and see. Fiji has been doing really well, and credit for their play in that first half. It will be Botitu to get the second half underway for us. Just waiting for the blow on the whistle from the referee, who's not been terrible today. Here we go with the second half, guys, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this second half as we get it underway. It's 14 points to 12 as Darcy Graham takes it in right on the 22-metre line. Takes it up to between the 10 and the 22-metre line. Inside Scotland's half. Ali Price now back to Hamish Watson. Good tackle from Solia. Now driven back and kicked by Ali Price over the top. Not going to find touch. Finds Habasi now. Here's a chance now for them. In fact, it's Mata who takes it up to the 10-metre line inside Scotland's half. Now Lomani. Back it comes again now. Puts his head down. Solia. Back it comes again now. Tuisui takes it up over the 10-metre line. Frank Lomani. Back it comes to Botitu. Long cut pass to Nakalevu. Nakalevu tackled by Tuan van der Merwe and then bundled into touch there. So good defensive tackle there from him. As just want to add here the second half logo here, so that everybody can know that we are busy with the second half of this game. So just quickly want to set this up for us while we wait for Ewan Ashman to throw this one into the line out. Line out taken well there by Richie Gray, and now on their own 10-metre line, Scotland with the drive almost up to the halfway line. Now Price waiting for it. He is going to get it out to Piers Skuma now. Ali Price again through the back to Adam Hastings. Oh, thumping tackle on him from Solia, and it's going to be a penalty to Fiji between the halfway and the 10-metre line. Brilliant stuff here. DJ Fiji says, Kaita Boshi, we want to watch Sona. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to show any footage of the game, but what an absolutely thumping tackle there from Solia on Adam Hastings, and he's definitely gonna feel that one. So let's just put it up there. Second half, let's stop the clock because he is down injured at the moment. We've had 2.5 minutes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that tackle. And it is going to be Blair Kinghorn who's going to replace Adam Hastings after that thumping tackle there. An absolutely monstrous tackle on him. Bringing an end to his game after just 2 minutes in this second half. 14 points to 12. Scotland leading Fiji at the moment. Adam Hastings on a loop around. Solia, massive hit Beautiful tackle, and I must say this Fijian side is tackling massively today. So time back on, and the kick from Fiji found touch about 10 meters out from the try line as well. So a chance now for them. Dominant tackles, 10 from Fiji, 0 from Scotland. Here they come. Strong run here from Tuasuu. But he's brought down about 5 meters out. Now Matavesi. He puts his head down. Will he be held up in a tackle now? Gets the pass out to Frank Lomani. It's now Maui. Maui just 3 meters out from the try line, right under the sticks. Botitu gets it out now. Here's Makwala. Gets the pass out to Boscher. And Boscher is out in the corner. But I think there was a forward pass there. Yep, the referee has blown on his whistle. It's a forward pass from Fiji, from Makwala to Boscher. And after 3 minutes of play, it's a forward pass that prevents Boscher for the first try of the second half. So unfortunate there. N8 says he's a freaking unit. Hit on Adam Hastings, ouch. Monster tackle. Sorry Adam, my man, says Mamania. So just that last pass gone forward. And yeah, he definitely would have scored the try had it not been a forward pass there. Yeah, it would have been try time in the corner. But regardless now, scrum down to Scotland. 5 meters out from their own try line. 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. Bryce to feed this one in. And a solid scrum here. Penalty advantage. Here comes the penalty to Scotland now. And much better scrummaging from the Scottish this time round. Good work from Piers Skuman and Xander Ferguson. We saw Fiji dominate that first half. And this time Xander Ferguson getting one over Maui. Obviously fitness will play a big role in this game as well. And like I said, I expected Scotland to start opening up with the last 30 minutes of this game. So let's see how it turns out. Blair Kinghorn with the kick downfield, finding touch between the 10 and the 22 meter line. Yeah, this time Maui got destroyed by Xander Ferguson in that scrum. Line out taken by Richie Gray now. And here comes Scotland with the driving maul. It is looking pretty good for them now. Still going forward is Scotland. Between the 10 and the 22 now. Ali Price goes with the box kick over the top. The chase coming from Duan van der Merwe. And he's picked it up beautifully now. He's going to go on a run here. Gets it out to Blair Kinghorn. Out wide they go to Chris Harris. Great Stuart Hogg out to Darcy Graham. Up over the 22 he goes and he's bundled into touch. Good defense there from Abosi. And it will be a line out to Fiji. 5 meters inside the 22. Some great running there from Duan van der Merwe first. Then Stuart Hogg and Darcy Graham partnering up very well there to get some go forward ball. Brilliant stuff from Darcy Graham, but what a tackle from Abosi. They're really tackling their hearts out at the moment as this Fiji side. To the front they go to Sui, gets it. Frank Lomani, now out it comes to Boscher. Puts his head down inside the 22 in the middle of the field now. Still about 5 meters inside. Frank Lomani now with the pass back to Botitu. And Botitu with the kick downfield, finding touch. Round about between the 10 and the 22 of Fiji. So, not quite there just yet is Fiji now. They will have to defend valiantly here if they're going to win this game. Ewan Ashman then with the throw into this line out. Goes to the back to Matt Ferguson. Driving more set up by Scotland. Going forward, beautiful little drive from them. Still coming is Scotland now. Penalty advantage to Scotland. Illegal mauling there from Fiji. On the loop around Blair Kinghorn with a long pass over the top, but it's gone forward. Probably worried that he might have the same fate as Adam Hastings. So coming back for that penalty. Then just outside the 22 of Fiji in a very kickable position here for them. Yeah, that's gone miles forward from Blair Kinghorn to Duan van der Merwe. So Kinghorn now going to kick this to the corner here for Scotland. Just looking to take the dominant force in this game is Scotland now. 5 meters out from the Fiji try line. It is an opportunity now for Scotland. Can Fiji hold on? They've defended valiantly in this game. Can Ewan Ashman find his jumpers here? 8 minutes gone in the second half. And Scotland 14, Fiji 12. Taken by Grant Gilchrist, sets up the driving maul. Now Ewan Ashman controlling that ball at the back. It's not going forward. Now it starts to move forward for Scotland. Will they get this down? It's held up now by Fiji beautifully. Now it's taken by Cameron Redpath. Tries to wiggle his way through a few defenders, but isolated in the process. Comes back to Scotland though. Now just 2 meters out from the try line. Another penalty advantage coming for them. And Bosher might be in trouble. Ali Price waiting for it. Gets it out now. Blair Kinghorn. Chris Harris with a long cutter pass to Duan van der Merwe. He cuts back inside. And he gets the try for Scotland. It's a try for Duan van der Merwe. And now Scotland up to 19 points to 12. With the conversion to come in the left-hand corner. 19 points to 12 with a conversion to come for Scotland. Remember I said that I do feel that Scotland will drift away from Fiji with about 30 minutes to go in this game. So now it's 19-12 with a conversion to come. Is there a fight back left in this Fiji side? Or is this the start of the floodgates opening up? 19-12 with a conversion to come. Good try, Duan van der Merwe. Just too strong there for Makwala to stop him from at the try line. And an opportunity now for Scotland to get away from Fiji in this game. Conversion coming up from Blair Kinghorn now. And who will forget the vital kick that he missed last week against Australia? If he had gotten it, Scotland would have beaten Australia. Right, conversion from the left-hand corner here for Scotland. And Blair Kinghorn has struck it beautifully. Through the middle it goes. And it's 21 points to 12 with about 30 minutes to play in this game. Changes coming up now as Natave is coming on for Fiji. The replacement prop forward. Looking to bring fresh legs to the side now as Fiji, as they get the restart back underway. And it's collected by Darcy Graham just outside the 22 now. Ali Price waiting for it. It's going to get it out to Richie, who sets it up. Taki also on for Sahalu. So fresh front row for Fiji then. As Ali Price waiting for the ball at the back now. And a box kick over the top. Recollected by Scotland. But into touch it goes. And it will be, let's see, will it be a Scottish line out here? Yeah, it will. No, in fact, it will be a Fiji line out between the 10 and the 22 inside Scotland's half. So good opportunity now for Fiji to strike back. N8 says, give the ball to Leone Ratasolia. He's a unit, absolutely. And we saw that tackle on Adam Hastings. What effect he can do. Rotui Solia. Trying my best, N8. Right, so it's Rotui Solia. Some more changes coming on now for Scotland, as well as Ben White replaces Price, as well as number 17 Murphy Walker making a debut here for Scotland as well. To the back they go, and couldn't collect it was Maya Navanu, and it's well in fact recollected by Fiji now. Here's a chance for them. They set it up just outside the 22 now. Lomani. Back it comes again now to Rotasolia. Good drive there from him, and driven back in a tackle though this time round. Now Lomani waiting for it, finds Nakalevu. Playing off the back foot at the moment is Fiji a little bit, but the strong men get some go forward ball again. Now it comes out to Botitu, who sets it up between the 10 and the 22 meter line. Now it's Matavesi, White they go. Here's a chance, Mata up over the 22, brought down right on the left hand side of the field. Lomani waiting back for it. Now gets it out to one of the replacement prop forwards. It's Natave who takes it up. Here they come again, Rotasolia. Frank Lomani, the ball spills out the back, gets it out to Ravovo, who's taken it up for them. Right on the 22 meter line. It's Maya Navanu, brought down, good defence from Scotland, right in the middle of the field on the 22 meter line. Penalty advantage, I think, coming the way of Fiji. It's Frank Lomani, back to Botito, now goes with a little kick over the top, but well collected by Duan van der Merwe. And in fact, it wasn't a penalty advantage, it was just to say play on. The ball knocked backwards, so Duan van der Merwe taps it, gets it out to Stuart Hawke, puts it on the boot, and sends it down with interest, and finds touch roundabout on the halfway line. Much better from Scotland on the defence as well. Opportune moments. Ask great commentary. Are you watching it on Amazon Prime? Unfortunately, I'm from South Africa, watching it on SuperSport. So Matavesi with the throw in to this line out. 21 points to 12. And that line out taken well by Maya Navanu. And here they come now. Good charge here from Fiji up over the halfway line. Between the halfway and the 10 meter line. Penalty to Scotland though. As his spin for holding on there is Tuasui. And a great work there done by Jack Dempsey, the former Australian flanker, now playing for Scotland. So now the kick here from Blair Kinghorn, and he finds touch where roundabout on the 22 meter line. Yeah, brilliant work there from Jack Dempsey. You could always argue and say that the ruck has been formed already there. So a tough call going against Fiji there. Yeah, time on the clock, about 15 minutes gone in this second half. Opportune moments, so still about 25 minutes to play. Here they come again. It's Duan van der Merwe on a loop around just outside the 22, right in the middle of the field now. It is waiting for it. Ben White now takes it up again. Ben White now back. It comes to Grant Gilchrist up to the 22 meter line. Now it's Blair Kinghorn again, taken up by Chris Harris just outside the 22. Ben White, Grant Gilchrist again. Jack Dempsey tries to spin out of a tackle. White, Blair Kinghorn. Out it comes now to couldn't quite make out the number, but here they still come. It's taken up by Stuart Hawke. Going backwards though is Scotland now. Darcy Crane. Oh, Darcy Crane, twinkle toes up over the 22. He goes 10 metres out from the try line now. And will that ball come out? Penalty advantage to Scotland. On a loop around. Here they come. It's Richie Gray. Richie Gray just 2 metres out from the try line. Close to the goal line now. As Ben White gets it out to Ewan Ashman. And he's up over the try line, but he's held up. So they will come back for the penalty advantage. 5 metres out from the try line. About 10 metres from the right hand touch line. But what a moment of magic from Darcy Crane. Just sparking to life the attack there for Scotland. Mamania, don't be rude, my friend. Well, here we go. It is a penalty to Scotland in 10 metres out from the try line. Still 24 3 minutes to play. Darcy Graham, 10 carries, 77 meters made, 3 tackle breaks, and 1 line break in this game already. $23 minutes to go. Let's stop the clock right there as there's an injury to one of the players at the moment. Still plenty of time left in this game. 23 minutes to play as we have a break in play there, as we will see another replacement coming on, and it looks like Taylor has made his way to the field here. So he did make the Fijian squad in time, as there was concerns about his availability. So a penalty to Scotland about 10 meters out from the try line. They could really just seal this game off now if they get another try in this game. So Ravovo is going to leave the field and Taylor will be coming onto the field. So an opportunity now. Opportune moment says, didn't notice. So here's the penalty now to Scotland, and we're going to put the clock back on then. So an opportunity then for Scotland about 7 meters out from the try line here of Fiji. Good opportunity to seal this game off. Throw in from Ewan Ashman, finds Grant Gilchrist, and 10 meters out from the try line. Here comes the driving maul from them. Penalty advantage. Collapsing the maul illegally from Fiji. And I'm smelling another yellow card coming soon. Ewan Ashman with the pick up and go. Now Ben White. Back to Xander Fagerson. Good defense from Fiji once more. White now back to Blair Kinghorn. Kinghorn now, he's caught by Nakalevu and the ball has been ripped, but we are going to come back for another penalty for that rip in the, for the illegal collapsing of the maul. 22 minutes to play as Scotland knocking on the door to finish this game off. 21-12 at the moment, and looking for another try. Stuart Hawke just having a word with the referee and asking if there's not a yellow card on the line soon. As they kick it to the corner again, 5 meters out from the try line. And a really good opportunity now for Scotland to finish off this game with about 20 minutes to go in this game. Ewan Ashman then with the throw into this line out finds Richie Gray. Here comes the driving maul from them. And a good build up now as they're just spinning it. Now off the back they come. A good charge there from them as Dempsey took that up, but it's going to be a penalty against Scotland, holding on the ground, and some brilliant work done there by Tuasui, the number 6, who have definitely saved Fiji a couple of times in this game today. Brilliant defense, stealing that ball on the ground, getting the penalty. So with 20 minutes to play now, it's still all game on as Fiji finds touch just outside their own 22, between the 22 and the 10 meter line. Jack Dempsey trying to get over that try line, but quickly up over that was Tuasui. And now Fiji on the attack from just outside their own 22. Will they have a go? Bosha now gets the flat pass out to Mata, driven back in the tackle though. And now Lumani gets it back now to Tuasui. I'm absolutely going to do the Wales All Blacks game right after this one. Right, so Frank Lumani now waiting for it between the 22 and the 10. 5 meters from the left-hand touchline, goes to the box kick over the top. Here comes the chase from Abossi. Oh, Abossi has done brilliantly. He's still going, is Abossi. And between the 10 and the 22 of Scotland now. The ball has been stolen by Scotland, but illegally so. It's going to be a penalty to Fiji. And between the 10 and the 22 of Scotland now. What a kick from Frank Lamani, and what a chase from Abosi, winning that ball in the air brilliantly, getting past Darcy Graham there, and maybe lucky not to be pinned for being in touch after that take into touch, but either way it will be a penalty to them. More replacements coming on. Johnny Gray now coming onto the field in the place of, let's see who he is replacing. Yeah, he's going to replace Grant Gilchrist. So just stopping that clock real quickly as we're about a minute in front at the moment. So here we come now. Matavesi with the throw into this line out. He's had a really good game so far. The line-out throw taken by Mata. Here comes the driving maul now from Fiji. This is looking good. This is looking really good for them. Making their way up to about 15 meters out now. It comes to a stop off the back Lomani, but it's been knocked on there by Taylor. And it's an advantage now to Scotland. Off the back, Matt Ferguson goes for a little chip kick over the top. Who's chasing after this? It's taken by Nakalevu, but the referee's going to call him back for... whoa, wait a minute. We're going to go upstairs now. Was there a dangerous tackle there, maybe? We'll have to go and have a look here. Not quite sure. I didn't see anything from the get-go. So let's just have a look here. Oh, this is going to be a red card to Habosi. So unfortunate, and we did speak about this at the start of the game. The only thing that is going to stand in Fiji's way today is going to be their discipline. But now you have to also take mitigating factor that Ewan Ashman did bend down. So feeling a bit sorry here for Abosi, who's had an absolutely brilliant game so far for Fiji. I would say maybe yellow card at most. But let's see what Nick Berry decides to do with this one. Still got about 19 minutes to play, and yellow card now, or even a red card, will be vital in this match. So he is going to give him a yellow card for that one. So the mitigating factor was that Ewan Ashman did bend down, and Habosi will get a yellow card for his tackling effort there. So Fiji down to 14 men for the next 10 minutes. And when he does come back, there will be about 8 minutes to go in this game. So penalty then to Scotland, 5 meters out from their own try line. As they kick this downfield, is Scotland finding touch between the 10 and the 22 meter line inside their own half. 21 points to 12. The throw in from Ewan Ashman now to the front to Richie Gray, now setting up a driving maul. Here is Scotland. It's been a hard-fought game between these two sides so far, but you just kind of get this feeling that Scotland will now win this game easily. Ben White with a box kick over the top, and it's taken well there by Taylor. Taylor trying hard. It's Makwalo who took that in. Now Bosha at scrum off gets it out to Maya Navanu. Now Lomani again working it with the forwards. Taken up by Rota Solia. Now Frank Lomani again. Out wide. It's a penalty advantage to Fiji. A little kick over the top and chased down by Makwala. But the referee's going to call him back for a high tackle from Scotland. The Mania says that's how you judge head contact tackles. Absolutely. So the kick downfield now from Taylor. Puts it into touch roundabout on the 22 meter line. Jacobus van Staden says Scotland might just pull it off. I think they will do more than just pull it off, Jacobus. I do feel that they were rated the better side before the game started, and they have a 9-point lead at the moment. So hopefully they can build on that, but I'm hoping that Fiji can get into this game and make it a nail-biting finish. Mamania says, I think they will. So Matavesi with a throw-in, finds Tuasui at the back now. Bosha gets it out to Matavesi, out to Botitu. Now Lamani again to Ratasolia. Just outside the 22 they go. Now Lamani, knocked on by Bosha, and Redpath picks it up, puts a little kick in, but going nowhere. And a referee will call them back for that little knock on from Fiji. So scrum down to Scotland between the 22 and the 10 metre line inside their own half. Redpath a little bit disappointing today, but he's been out for a while, so you can expect it to be a little bit rusty. Apple Pie says, hi Guru, thank you for the stream, no problem Apple Pie. And Momania says, Fiji still doesn't know how to play with a whole lot of themselves on the field. The problem is normally their discipline, but their discipline has been pretty good today, as we see Frank Lamani being replaced by Matavalu. A great effort from this Fijian side. I actually thought that Scotland were going to run away with this game in the last 30 minutes, so credit to them for sticking this long. 15 minutes to play in this game. It's going to be White to feed it in again for Scotland now. At the back, good scrum from both sides. Now Scotland trying to milk the penalty, but the referee not having anything of it, and blows on the whistle for a reset scrum again. 15 minutes to play, 21 points to 12. It's a 9-point lead for Scotland at the moment. Can they build on this lead, or will Fiji keep us on our toes until the very end here? Scrum down to Scotland between the 10 and the 22 in the middle of the field inside their own half. They will have to try and get some field position here, as Fiji has done well to keep them in their own territory at the moment. White to feed this one in for Scotland. Taking his time with that feed, but gets it in eventually now. Off the back, controlled by them now. They get it out. Blair King on. There's space here on the left-hand side. Flat pass off. Chris Harris with the kick downfield, but straight into the hands of the fullback there, Makwala, who puts it on the boot, and the bounce of the ball just not kind for him as it bounces once into the hands of Scotland now. It's Cameron Redpath. Tries to get the pass away to Ewan Ashman again. Now it's taken up by Jamie Ritchie, just inside his own half at the moment. Scotland looking to control this ball, but it's a counter ruck from Fiji. But Nick Berry says they came in from the side, and it's going to be a penalty to Scotland. Otherwise, it would have been trouble for Scotland there. Mexican wave now been done by the Scottish fans here. Firmly believe that they're home and dry in this one. As Blair Kinghorn will now kick this downfield. Still 13 minutes to play in this game. The kick going to find touch right about 5 meters inside the 22 of Fiji now. And an opportunity to seal this game off now. Fiji still having a man in the bin for the next 4 minutes. The very influential left winger Habosi having been carded for a dangerous tackle on Ewan Ashman. So with that, Ashman to throw in this line out. Right on the 22 meter line. And important moment in this game. If they get another try here or even a penalty, I think it's game, set and match here. So Ewan Ashman then having a talk with Nick Berry there. Just not happy with how things stand. Now they throw it into Richie Gray. The maul has been sacked. Penalty advantage. Blair Kinghorn. Duan van der Merwe on the loop around. Stopped around in the middle of the field by Botitu. Ben White again. Ewan Ashman. He's been a handful for Fiji, or against Fiji today. Here they come again now. It's Chris Harris who slips in the tackle, and the referee going to call him back for another penalty. Now, will Ben White go quickly? It's 5 meters inside the 22, about 10 meters out from the, or about 20 meters out from the left-hand corner. So, a very good kickable kick, this one, for Blair Kinghorn. As Murphy Walker to come onto the field along with Tui Pilato. Sione Tui Pilato. But they're going to go for the corner here as Blair Kinghorn puts it in about 10 meters out from the try line. Still 11 minutes to play as Murphy Walker for his debut. Opportunity for Scotland to finish this game off now. Ashman with the throw in. To the back they go. It's taken in by Ferguson. Here they come now with the driving maul. Can they get it go forward here for Scotland? 11 minutes to play. White waiting for this ball to come out. Flat pass there to Redpath now, setting it about 7 meters out in the middle of the field. Still Jamie Ritchie now. Ben White again out to Jack Dempsey. Good defense from Fiji all around. White again having a crack. About 6 meters out from the try line. Now they take it up again. Zashman waiting for it. Slowly but surely working his way to the try line. 5 meters out. Penalty advantage to Scotland again. Another yellow card might be on the cards real soon here. White now back to Blair Kinghorn. Long cut pass to Cameron Redpath, who cuts back inside. Great defense from Fiji. And this time it's to Asuvo, who makes a good tackle there. And now Nick White has blown on his whistle. And we will see another yellow card coming, I think. Having a talk to Nakalevu though. And might just be warning. Yeah, it's just a warning. Just a warning now that any more infringements in this area of the field will warrant a yellow card. So decision time now for them. And let's have a look what they're going to do. Time is still off here. 21 points to 12 at the moment. Scotland leading. They could always just make it 12 points, which I think would be enough for them to win this game. But they have opted to instead now go for a scrum right under the sticks here. So we'll see how that one turns out. Scrum down to Scotland here. 5 meters out from the try line, right under the posts here. And they've got options left and right at the moment, with still a minute left of that yellow card for Habasi. N8 says Fiji haven't played international rugby for 4 months. Exactly, so they can be very proud of their effort today, N8. And that was part of the reason why I said that Scotland were going to run away with the game in the last 30 minutes of this game. Another penalty advantage from the scrum now as Jack Dempsey gets it out now. Ben White goes with a little kick. And it's it's a clash in the air by Darcy Graham and Tui Suvu. But the ball has spilled loose and we're coming back for another penalty. And I think we will see another yellow card now. Well, it's a good effort there from Batitu to try and win that, or to Asuvu to win that ball against Darcy Graham. Scotland with a loss to Australia last week. Yeah, we did the commentary on that game as well last week. And I did call that one. I did say that Australia were going to win it. But Scotland had a chance to win it in the dying minutes of the game. So it's one of those things. So more replacements now coming onto the field. Let's just stop the clock again. In fact, it's a Bossy who comes back onto the field now. So 21 points to 12 penalty has formed into another scrum here for Scotland. And let's see if Fiji can hold on for one more. Should be interesting to see. Ben White to feed this one in for them. Time is back on. Ben White to feed it for Scotland. And off the back now, waiting for it. Another penalty advantage. Now this is getting ridiculous. Off the back now, flat pass out to Tuipulotu. Tuipulotu stopped about 4 meters out from the try line. Ben White now waiting for it. And a good contest there on the ground from Fiji, but it's going to be another penalty. And this time the ref is going to go with a yellow card. Speaking to Nakalevu, it's been 2 scrums that's gone up. And who do you give the yellow card to? That is my big question here. So, is it going to be Matavesi who's going to get the yellow card, or he's just having a talk to his players now? So still lucky. No, oh, he's going to go. So Matavesi is going to go to the bin here as a yellow card then for Fiji, or is it? Or is it just a replacement? I think it might just be a replacement. Ikanavera is going to come on for Fiji. So a bit of confusion there. It's just a replacement as Inakavera comes onto the field for Fiji. Scrum down to Scotland then. Right in the middle of the field, 5 meters out from the try line. Can they seal this game off now? Ben White to feed again for Scotland. And a solid scrum this time round, looking to get it going forward. They do get it going forward, and another penalty advantage. Now it's the pass out to Redpath, but I think there might have been obstruction there. Have the try been awarded? They are going to go upstairs, I think, for this one. So upstairs they will go to see whether a try has been scored or whether there's been obstruction there. 7 minutes to play. Upstairs they go. Might have just been a little bit of obstruction there. With 7 minutes to play. A 9-point lead here for Scotland. Jacobus van Staden says it's now becoming a stop-start affair. Absolutely. Scotland were trying to milk a penalty try there from the scrum, or at least a yellow card. But they are going to go upstairs to have a look here and see what's going to happen with this one. So from that scrum, let's have a look. They are going to look to see. It's going to see what's happened there. So no knock on there from that scrum. Or was there? TMO's on-field decision is a try. Was there a little knock-on from Jack Dempsey? Yeah, there was a knock-on from Jack Dempsey, so no try then. They are going to go back for the penalty at scrum time again. So with 7 minutes to play, let's see if they're going to get a yellow card this time round. Yeah, this time they are going to go to the pocket. And it's going to be a yellow card. Not sure who's going to get it. But it's a yellow card to Fiji. It is going to be the replacement hooker, Natave, who gets the yellow card then. The replacement hooker, Natave, getting the yellow card then. 21 points to 12. With probably another scrum coming up here for Scotland. Vern Cotter, not a happy man there. And trying everything in his worth to keep the score down, because he knows another try will be the end of it for Fiji now. So with that, it's going to be Maui to come back onto the field, because the yellow card to the prop forward is going to send on Maui now. Or are they going to send on the other prop forward, Saulu? Now it is going to be Maui who comes back on, and I'm guessing that they're going to take off to a Sui or Bosha now. So who will leave the field then for Fiji? Yeah, it looks like it's Tuasui who's gone off the field then for them. Tick-tock time needs to be resumed here. We've got 7 minutes left in this one. Will we see Fiji hold on, or will we see the finishing touch now from Scotland? 7 minutes to play, 21 points to 12. Ben White to feed this one in for them. And solid scrum this time from Fiji. Off the back now, Ben White. Oh, it all opens up for him as he gets the try for Scotland. And as easy as that, 26 points to 12 now with the conversion to come. 2 really soft tries been given away in this game by Fiji. But credit to Ben White there for the try. Great vision off the back. And that kind of wraps it up. I did say that Scotland will win this game by 16 points or more. So getting now to that 16-point marker. Hendrik Nunodi says that there's a jammer Fiji. That's an absolute shame, you know. They've done really well to keep the Scotland side at bay today. And at times looked like they were going to run the Scottish side off their feet. But it's just not to be in the end. As the conversion from Blair Kinghorn goes over. So it's now a 16-point lead for them. 28 points to 12. With about 6 minutes to play in this game. Down to 14 men for the rest of the game. Well, it's been like that for the last 20 minutes anyway. So, yeah, it is what it is. So the restart then from Fiji. High hanging kickoff. Well taken by Richie Gray. Just outside the 22 now. Ben White waiting for it. Now gets it out to Ashman again. Sets it up beautifully. Just outside the 22 then. Slow ball coming back for Scotland though. As White goes with a box kick over the top. The chase coming. But into the hands now of Tuisuru. In fact, it's Makwala. Makwala into the gap there. Gets the pass away, but T2. Now it's a great little run here from Taylor. Up to Abossi. To the 22 they go. Quick ball needed now. And here it comes now through the forwards. It's Maui. Right on the 22-meter line. Matavalu now. Quick hands from Mata. Gets the pass away. Here's a chance. Makwala again. Just inside the 22. Matavalu. Goes to a little snap on his own, but held up in a tackle. 5 meters inside the 22 of Scotland now. It's a knock on from Taylor. And will they go back? Well, there wasn't a penalty advantage. So it will be a scrum down to Scotland. Just inside their own 22. But what a great breakout there from Makwala. And a little offload put T2 to Taylor. Making some good headway. Should have passed that ball back inside. Abassi then ran it up to the 22, and from there they spread it wide, but just that little knock on then in the end. Some good hands from Mata as well. Great ball skills from a great player. Well, in fact, it wasn't Mata, it was the replacement Dagi, and what ball handling skills from a prop forward. And the clock has been stopped again for another injury. So with 4 minutes to go, it's really become a stop-start affair here in the second half. So much for trying to speed the game up by World Rugby. We had an excellent first half, but it's just been a stop-start affair here in the second half. So we're waiting to get ready for the All Blacks game as well. So hopefully no more injuries to come. As we've got the Wales All Blacks game just after this one. Darcy Graham, probably the man of the match today. 11 carries, 92 meters made, 5 tackle breaks and 2 line breaks to probably earn himself the man of the match reward for Scotland today. 4 minutes to play in this game between Scotland and Fiji. 28 points to 12. It's just going to be a matter of when they're going to resume this due to that injury at the moment. But a 16-point lead to Scotland, more than enough to pull them through here. As looks like Potitu will continue this game, just receiving some attention there as we're waiting for this last 4 minutes of this game to continue. Well, hopefully they'll get it done anytime now. Right, so it will be a scrum down to Scotland just inside the 22 of Scotland, and it will be a Scottish feed to this scrum as well. Taking their time with this one. Right, so scrum will continue then, and time is back on the clock then. And the last 4 minutes of this game as Scotland will feed this one in. Ben White then to feed it in for Scotland. Controlled at the back by the forwards, and it's Jack Dempsey, and another penalty advantage. They've just milked every penalty, now running it from their own 22. It's Cameron Redpath. Redpath up to the 10-meter line. He goes. Needs support, but it's been ripped by Fiji. An advantage over, says the referee. So play on. Matavalu has got it. Now gets it out to Rotu Solia. Matavalu again. Now Maui. Maui sets it up to the 10-meter line. Matavalu again. Now Tela Nakalevu. Nakalevu up over the 10-meter line. Quick ball needed now for Fiji. They come back again. Rotu Solia. Now flat pass to Tagi. Setting up just up over the 10 in the middle of the field now. Here they come again. Long cut pass to Abossi. Abossi cuts back inside. Great leg drive from this player. And a great talent. Up to just short of the 22 here for Fiji. 2.5 minutes to play. Still coming is Fiji now. Matavalu, but a penalty against Fiji there. And it's diving off their feet. So with 2.5 minutes to go, Scotland just to clear this ball now. Scotland to clear this one away. With 2 minutes to play in this game. Blair King on. Has that ball found touch? Yes, it has. Right on the 22-meter line of Fiji. So the referee just explaining there to Abossi that you need to be in the player field if you want to catch the ball and throw it back in field. So now, with that said, Ewan Ashman with a throw into this line out. 2 minutes, well, a minute and a half to go in this game. Taken by Johnny Gray. Maul has been formed by Scotland now. Off the back, Ashman gets it out to Tui Pelotto. Sets it up about 15 meters out from the try line. Quick ball, White again. Back it comes now to Johnny Gray again. White. Back it comes now. Blair Kinghorn. Blair Kinghorn. In fact, it's Jack Dempsey. Still about 15 meters out. White to Johnny Gray again. Blair Kinghorn loses that backwards. Picked up by Nakalevu. He's going to run it up to nearly up to the halfway line. Between the 10 and the 22. As the ball spills out, it's going to be a penalty to Fiji there. And a yellow card coming for Scotland. There we go. Yellow card to Scotland. And now the kick downfield here for Fiji. Can they get another try just before the end of this game? Why does he have to explain himself? It's Nick Berry. The rules are clear. You cannot slow the game down. Less than a minute to go in this game. Oh, in fact, it's Darcy Graham who's going to get the yellow card. So Darcy Graham with the yellow card then. And with less than a minute to go, Fiji with one last dart here to see if they can get another try in this game. The kick downfield from Fiji, going to find touch. Around about 15 meters out from the try line. One last go here for Fiji. Can they finish this game with a flourish and make the scoreboard look a little bit more respective? Throw-ins now going to come from the replacement hooker Ikanavera. Throws it in, stolen by Scotland, and now it's Duan van der Merwe gets the pass out to Chris Harris, who sets it up now, waiting for the ball. Oh, it's been ripped by Fiji. Here's a chance now for them as they move it wide. It's Nakalevu, good tackle from Tui Pilato. Now Matavalu again, and it's just a little knock on from Fiji, which will wrap up this game, and a win then for Scotland at the end of the day by 28 points to 12. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'm going to leave it at that because we got the Wales new All Blacks game just right after this. So thank you for tuning in, and we will be back on the channel for the All Blacks versus Wales game. So until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers.